10 best police dog breeds in the world. #10. German Short-Haired Pointer. A very short dog, as its name suggests. However, due to it being so commonly found and bred, they are grown in numbers and is also shortly known again as GSPs. The German Short-Haired Pointer is among the best police dog breeds. Being in the world's existence ever since the 1800s and is rather spotty and looks frail in appearance, but then again this dog shouldn't be judged by the texture of its fur and skin, as it's one of the most. With regards to this one being a recommended and considered breed for the police force, it is also a hunter dog as every dog regardless of its breed, but mainly for hunting game and birds as well. It's been said by locals that the dog is of a Spanish descendant for some strange reason. The German Pointer ranks 10 on the list of police dog breeds, as it's prone to die quickly due to commonly suffering from gastric torsion, where there are complications in its stomach that if not immediately attended to by vets, it could be fatal. 9. Bloodhound. The Bloodhound is really a dog with large hung ears, which makes it rather unique in appearance from the rest, and it often ranked as one of the best police dog breeds. If you'd ask this dog why the long face, it would be because it just naturally looks that way. Don't mistake the long face though as being a cuddly teddy bear, as it's quite a powerful dog with a more masculine side to it, which is a common reason as to why it has been yet another one among the top police dog breeds. This is definitely one dog that stands firm and straight to the command of its trainer or instructor, and since the police setting involves stringency and discipline in all sense of that word from its officers as well as whatever they do, having this dog as part of them is something of a more meaningful nature, since the breed blends with the whole coaching demeanor of police officers. The Bloodhound is another hunting dog, but with the only twist of it being able to hunt bigger things than just birds, things like deer and wild boars. Bloodhound in this case is an appropriate name to call it, however it does sincerely have a face that you cannot easily turn away from. 8. Boxer dog. As the name suggests, this is a more fighter dog and among the best police dog breeds. There are primarily two types of boxer dogs on the police force, which is the Schutzhund boxer and the Deutscher boxer, and both breeds are equal in their doggy personalities in some strange but acceptable way. Boxer dogs can be considered as the more martial arts or gymnastics types of hounds due to their amazing ability to spring up in a jump of somewhat high raised bars of heights that you challenge them to reach. Having this natural bred and trained ability in them serves as somewhat a highly flexible aspect of their worth. Any hound that is flexible can be yielded into performing new tricks, which will validate its duty as being top dogs in any police force, as the demand for the unique and exclusive to service assistance of dogs in the police force never seems to end. Flexibility of any kind in the force goes a long way with the type of duties they have to conduct on a daily basis. Flexible dogs can be used for several aspects in police training, which is a great advantage overall to the officer that say jump, and expects their canines to ask how high by their actions and efforts. 7. Labrador Retriever. Here is one furry friend that is considered to be one of the cutest looking dogs to mainly the females of the world. However, when we speak of Labrador Retriever, This is a total other breed on its very own. In general, and a more common breed of Labrador in a household, it would serve as a super cute pet as well as an overly friendly puppy that's always shaking all about and welcoming, rushing to greet you with a constant wag of tail and licks of love, and would also make a very awesome gift to a woman who would look after it like her own child. But apparently the Labrador is also one of the best police dog breeds. Labrador retrievers in the police database, on the other hand, are bred for entirely different reasons, and in this case to sniff out bombs, drug detection and other main reasons as to why police have dogs in their unit to assist them, more especially to be the eyes and ears that goes farther than what the human senses are capable of. This is quite a huge responsibility to be given to an animal with a mind of its own, and seeing that it doesn't even know what a bomb is or how dangerous it is, which is why detecting it successfully only by smell due to its trained ability is outrageously extraordinary in this case and deserves a high-noted recognition. 6. Dutch German Shepherd. We can gladly consider this a name brand type of German Shepherd, and as we all know that the Dutchies are known for their famous prim and proper nature, and so the Dutch German Shepherd dog's reputation should speak for itself here also. Being of Dutch descent doesn't require much to tell you all that needs to be told, except that it's among the best police dog breeds. Police have adopted and trained Dutch German Shepherds for several reasons over the years, and is highly favored and considered an asset by the Holland police, who seem to have made a traditional home for Dutchy Shepherd doggies in their force. Most definitely is one of the best police dog breeds for several reasons, and with a staggering expected lifespan of between 13–15 years if nurtured and maintained well in terms of regular medical checkups etc. This can undoubtedly be one of the main reasons that the clever Polish police have the Dutch German Shepherd on their force, so they needn't have to worry about replacing their dogs every year if it can last longer than a decade in their force, which is actually a sustainable way of police dog breeding in the police force. 5. Giant Schnauzer. The big dog always wins. This isn't uncommon knowledge, and the giant Schnauzer is sure to intimidate any other dog that's smaller in line of sight and would frighten of criminals too. Let's be frank, nobody fears for a small playful dog as they would for a giant Schnauzer in this case. Giant, as the name suggests, is definitely not for no reason and really demands an attention of respect and authority in its stance and stature. If you're wondering, no, this isn't a big for nothing dogs either. Giant Schnauzers have somewhat long fur which hangs from its mouth, which to us humans, looks like an old military man, an ex-marine that has a story of war to tell. Due to the large appearance of these dogs, they definitely would make a statement in which every police force that breeds and trains them. It's not inappropriate to say that the amazing thing about this pooch is that it's as high as its length. Big in size and long in body length too, which gives it a large appeal overall, and their teeth jolt together in a scissor shape, definitely one that you mess with as if under the wrath of its clenched jaws, you'd literally be torn apart. Steer clear from the giant Schnauzer if to you, your life is dear. Giant hounds, when it's the Schnauzer, makes a bold and vigorous appearance while keeping to its loyal side of being a dog and a companion to a human being. Nothing better to the police force to have a breed of dog that is proven to be trustworthy in its duty to conduct trained abilities without going astray. 4. Doberman Pinscher. Most certainly cannot teach an old dog new tricks, but the Doberman can be classed as one of the new kids on the block apart from the other breeds. He's not a very biggie but not a smaller either. In this regard we can say he's just in the middle, but because of it being one of the most common breeds in the United States alone, he's widely considered by the canine family dog units in the police force. Dobby, as some would affectionately call it, is a slim and sleek physique dog which makes it lighter in weight but with an added advantage of it being faster in speed. Part of the reason why today it's ranked among the best police dog breeds in the planet. This would be regarded as a great advantage to police officers that expect their dogs to chase, hunt down and actually catch their criminals for apprehension, and at least this is the one obvious characteristic that we can give the Doberman credit for, and that's its ability to run at a super fast speed, which ensures a definite catch, as it would never give up till it eventually meets the jaw end of its capture that it's been released to spring after. If reliability in a dog breed that's up to police force standards is what is looked for, then your Doberman Pinscher would fit the description perfectly, since the main objective of any police force is to catch criminals, and with the street assistance of the Rottweiler descendant Dobster, there is an increased amount of success here. 3. Belgian Tervuren. Belgian Tervuren isn't your average dog breed, and the name itself is a similar concord to the word terror and exactly as terrifying as it looks as well. Everybody fears a scary-looking hound, even if it's not as dangerous as it appears, but the fact that it's a cheeky, meat-ripping dog in appearance is enough to impact on the minds of anybody that wants to take a wild, reckless chance of opposing authority figures who have this guard master by their side. Tervurens are absolutely hairy dogs and almost resemble the feared appearance of wolves. Now imagine a wolf that's tied to a leash as the beast it is, that is going to do everything in its mighty power to bust open into the wild where the hunt of its prey is what it was bred for. If this doesn't make you feel petrified, and then you should be, as this definitely one pet that you don't underestimate or take for a large cuddly teddy bear. Although capable of being a loving, affectionate dog as every other dog would be, its lion look speaks for itself and should immediately notify anything or anybody of a doubtful nature that it's not to be messed around with. Belgian Tervurens spring into their wolf characters when in line of defense of their human companions, as well as being an all-round dog to serve as most things on the force, which would include drug detection again, as well as bomb sniffing and many other things, from being guard dog to sniffer dog to loyal companion and hunter, all at the same time. 2. Rottweiler. Every breed has an alpha male in their pack. Rottweilers are notoriously known for being the most fierce in temperament and aggressive in their actions, guileless, and can raise hell from the ground at which you stand on. Despite it not being the biggest dog out there, it sure is one of the bravest warrior dogs out there and is counted among the best police dog breeds. If size really mattered, then honestly even the elephant would be king of the jungle. Spite could snap your finger off within only a simple grip and pull motion, making it an extremely vicious and deadly dog to tamper with, and somebody would think twice, thrice and 4 times before trying to run from one or to provoke it by taunting gestures or disrespect of any sorts. Definitely spells masculinity, virility and manhood by claiming its territory from a puppy age. Think about frothing when you hear the sound Rottweiler. Having these fearless and courageous traits add in essence of being a hellhound. That ought to be alarming with caution to every human and other dog too. Worse off if you're a cat in the same home as Mr. Weiler, since if even your scent flickers under the radar of its ever-ready sharp and rather piercing roving eyes, this automatically makes a furry cat or mouse a prey of deadly claw stump down destruction along with its finishing teeth-ripping move. 1. German Shepherd. In its personality, yes, in case you're wondering, apart from human beings, dogs too have personalities, as they are able to interact with us just as our fellow friends and families do, with the only difference of not being able to speak, but naturally their unconditional love is still there. Worldly, known as a rather wise old dog that other little ones would look up to due to its father figure approach. However, mistake this one for being a pushover, as its style of action can be a direct link to the strategic approach of a human in the military. We're seeing a dog with a wit of intelligence and restraint. We're looking at a German Shepherd. Most of its personality and rather stern approach to everything would derive from its German masters over centuries of grooming and training from the time they are little puppies. This has been naturally passed down to the more recent breeds of German Shepherd as well, which can be considered as a remarkable act of nature that man hasn't entirely been in control of. German Shepherds make one of the best police dog breeds for several reasons, but the main one here would be due to its astounding attack ability. Police German Shepherd dogs are among the best police dog breeds and are also trained particularly for search and rescue purposes in the more rural settlements, and is known for hardly falling short in this regard and line of duty, as it was trained for, come hell or high waters. The dog has proven not to stop at anything until it does what it's trained and deployed to do. These dogs can follow instructions better than some humans would be able to comprehend, which is the one thing we can hold the highest of respect for. It is also very versatile and can be placed into any training aspect of which the canine units were bred for in the police force. Apprehending armed suspects are something that dogs in general tend to go beyond their calling for, and these hounds do it with honor, even if it means them losing their lives in the call of duty. If you need a ranger dog to serve by your side as a partner when in the line of duty, you can count on the reliability of a German Shepherd being right behind you and will never switch sides of the enemy, as a police officer may be persuaded to do at times, which honestly makes it one of, if not the best police dog breeds.